Hi everyone, welcome back to Link's Awakening. So in the last part we finished up the first dungeon and did a few things in the village. In this part I'm going to start off by doing a pretty crazy glitch, one that you probably don't know exists unless you've been following this game. And it's a little bit strange, it's a little bit kind of confusing as to why it works. It's exclusive to the DX version, which is one of the main reasons that I chose to do it on this version instead of the black and white one actually. Because usually I prefer to play in the black and white one. But anyway, I killed an Octorok there, which is going to be important in a minute. Let me just quickly explain something about this beach area. Now, if I was to go left here, and just sort of go here, and then go down, and then go all the way through all the screens at the bottom, and then come back up, and kill all the enemies along the way, when I got back here they would have respawned, and in total there would be 21. Now, I killed an Octorok up there, so I'm just going to leave one of them. I want it to be so that there's 21 each time, just so that it's easier to count, because what I want to do is, I want to kill exactly 89 enemies, and the 90th enemy that I kill is going to have some pretty weird effects on the way that Link looks and some of his properties, so yeah, the best way to count this is to just sort of go through this area 4 times for a total of 84 enemies, and as I said, I killed an Octorok earlier, so that counted as 1, so I'm going to leave this guy. But yeah, if you go through it 4 times and kill everything, you'll have 84 enemies killed. Then it's just a matter of killing another 6. I know that makes absolutely no sense with no context, but just bear with me. It's going to be worth it in a couple of minutes. Because the DX version is a little bit weird when it comes to that sort of thing. Based on the 90th enemy that you kill on the overworld, certain things will be like edited, including Link's colour, and basically this is going to allow you to get the coloured tunics without actually going to the coloured dungeon. I'm still going to go there, but I want to show it off because there's some tunics that you can get only through this glitch that you can't normally get because they're not proper tunics, they're like sort of damage sprites or whatever. Just picked up the piece of power there, it's going to make me move a little bit quicker. Really speeds them up actually. If this was a speedrun I'd be quite happy to get this. That means I can kill these things in one hit as well, so after I kill this other Octorok up here, that'll be twice that I've been through here for a total of 42 enemies killed. And the piece of power should pretty much last until I get hit a bunch of times, I think that's how it's determined. But yeah, it really does speed this crap up a lot, because I know this is it's like grinding right now. It's probably not the best to watch, but believe me, the end game is worth it. He's actually faster when he has the piece of power, even like when walking diagonally than if you were to jump. Like, it's faster to just, or it's the same speed I think when you're jumping diagonally, but moving in a straight line is much faster with the piece of power. Okay, so that, after I kill the Octorok up here, should be us at 63. But it really is going to end very quickly. Normally this thing feels like it takes forever, but... So going for the last one now, which will put us up to 84, because like I said, there's 21 enemies in this whole section in total. I've counted it before. There are Octoroks up in the sort of the place closer to the first dungeon, but I'm just avoiding them just for the sake of making it easier to count. Probably best to just do it this way, so there's no confusion. Okay, so when I kill this Octorok for the 4th time, that'll be us at 84 enemies killed in total. So the trick now is, as you can see, everything's respawned. I want to kill that bottom little spiky guy as my 90th kill. So I want to kill 5 more enemies, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and this guy can be 5. So I've killed 89 enemies. The next one that I kill is going to edit the way that Link looks. Now, if I pause it and bring up the select menu, you can see that he's wearing the green tunic. And he's got 1 picture taken. That 1 picture taken just as a result of having stolen something from the shop. It happens all the time, whether you've spoken to the photographer previously or not. And when I do this glitch, it's going to actually edit that. Now, depending on the enemy that I kill for my 90th kill, I can either get the red tunic, which gives you double power, like the piece of power, or the blue tunic, which gives you double defense, like the Guardian Acorn, or if I kill that specific spiky guy that I mentioned earlier, this one just above me, then I'll get a special tunic, a damage sprite tunic, which is what I'm going to go for. Like this. So, the properties of this... Actually, it's kept the photos, that's pretty good. It might not be the same photo though, sometimes it edits it pretty weirdly. But yeah, as you can see, it's glitched out there. And the properties of this are... It has the same double damage. I mean, like, you can't really tell because I've got the piece of power right now. Let me just damage myself to lose it. But yeah, it does double damage, just like the red tunic, but it doesn't have the big knockback effect, where it takes them like a year to die, so... And this tunic is going to stay like this until... I guess until I go to the colour dungeon and, like, get a new one, or if I were to do the glitch again, that would also give me a new one, but I'm not going to do that, because I like this tunic a lot. I guess in a way it kind of makes the game a little bit easier, but not really that much. So let's just get on with it. So these guys are going to talk for like a year. In the Japanese version of this game, for this text box, and indeed for many text boxes, you can just press B to skip almost the entire thing, and I have no idea at all why they didn't put that in the English one. I don't know, I guess they thought us stupid Westerners wouldn't be able to figure out the story if we didn't listen to every single word that was said. So yeah, just gonna head up, back through the forest. I'm gonna go and get Bow Wow now, who, if you were reading what those kids said, has been captured, and we do need to get him. I mean, you can, like, there's a glitch you can do, well, it's not really a glitch, you can just sort of be clever about it and keep him with you for most of the game, but I do need to get rid of him, because there's a picture that you get once you take him back, and yeah, I need to get that obviously because it's 100%. Grab this heart piece. I hope that Link isn't too, like, obnoxious to look at when he's like this, because I'm going to be keeping him like this for a fair amount of the playthrough. There is another glitch tunic that I'm going to get later on, which is harder to get. Oh yeah, of course, right. So it's like I've already been to see him. Let's see. Yes, I'll have a look. Oh, okay, so it's... Right, okay. I mentioned earlier that the damage sprite tunic glitch kind of messes with the photos that you've taken as well, because it's exclusive to the DX version, and I guess they're linked or whatever. And yeah, the reason that I never even explained this, like, I'm so bad at this. The reason that it happens in the first place is because, like, it overwrites part of the pause menu when you kill your 90th enemy on the overworld without getting into a dungeon or a cave or a house or whatever. And yeah, it's just like an oversight when they ported the game to colour. And it also affects your photos. Normally I would still have 1 out of 12 at this point, but the 1 would be from having stolen something from the shop. But a weird side effect of the glitch is that the game now thinks that I've already been to see the guy, and I've gotten the photo from inside his house, but I haven't, like, stolen it from the shop, so I'm going to have to go back and steal something later on. I'll do that a bit later. Right, okay, let's get on with it. Let's just finish this place. So I can kill things with double damage here. It's going to make this place a little bit quicker. I can probably one-cycle the boss in here, if I'm good about it. I love jumping into like a text box. You can see Link just photobombing the text. Ugh. Whatever, I'm not gonna get a one-cycle now. I was stupid there. I shouldn't have pointed my sword towards him. Right, that's him dead. I think I'll get this fairy just because I'm a little bit low on health. Not really comfortable with that. And here's Bow Wow. And a quick save and quit will just get me back to the entrance of this place a little bit quicker than walking back. And as usual, I'm using the jumping thing to just quickly get around. Saves a lot of time on diagonal movement. And Bow Wow is pretty much going to eat a lot of the enemies along the way. I mean, it's random whether he does that or not. I do need him to do it later on, actually, to get into the next dungeon, but yeah. So, one thing that I haven't really explained much so far is the idea of, like, wall clipping in this game. It's very big in Link's Awakening, very useful in a lot of places. Basically what I mean is, if I stand against this house here, you can see kind of where Link is, you can sort of get an idea of where his head is. But if I come back here and go up, and then sort of move in, he's further up, he's like sort of merged almost with the square above him. And that's going to be very useful, pretty soon actually. Because if I do it right here, I can walk. Oh, no, you're not going to ruin that for me. He ruined it for me. Well, anyway, whatever. If the flower was still there, I could walk right past it like that. it's not a big deal, I can show off later on. I can't do it here because there's nowhere to wall clip, so I need to actually get him to bite that, and he did, so that's cool. Okay, so second dungeon. This one used to give me a lot of issues as a kid. I think there's a lot of like kind of useless rooms where it seems like you need to go to them, but you actually don't at all. As a result of that, you may end up with like less keys than you feel like you need or whatever. But if you follow the path that I'm going to show off in this, you'll always get through it really quickly. It's very easy. Just pick up that magic powder, actually, I want that. Once again, just bringing up the pause menu, or the pause menu works, but I'm bringing up the save and quit menu because it's a little bit faster than the pause menu. There's less lag to just skip all those text boxes whenever you open a chest. I'm not going to get that guardian acorn, doesn't really help me that much. If you're quick there, you can get onto that platform before it's too far across for you to be able to make it. I'm going to use the arrows again. Again, you're not supposed to have them at this point in the game, so they really take care of this guy really quickly. 2 shots and he's dead. Nice and easy. And something that I've not really mentioned so far, I guess I'm going to show it off just because if you walk into like a pot or a rock or something else that you can't pick up, you get this awful text and you have to sit through it. It takes forever. I mean, it's not really that long, but like if you're accidentally walking into pots or whatever a lot, then you'll see it a lot. And the dungeons item in this place is going to get rid of that once and for all, so that's good. Okay, so that's the power bracelet. Not sure why they chose to make it silver. I don't know, when I played this game in black and white, I always imagined it being sort of gold. Which, actually, now that I think about it, in the Oracles, the other Game Boy Zeldas, it is gold, so... Yeah, throwing that pot across there while standing on top of this actually skips a key. Means that I can get down here without having to, like, go around the top area and whatnot. So this room probably caused you a lot of trouble when you were a kid. You need to kill these things in a certain order, and I can't do it if this guy's going to troll me, which he is! So I guess we're done. Alright, okay, so you have to kill the rabbit first, then the bat, and then this guy. It needs to be in that order, otherwise the chest just doesn't appear. If you do kill one in the wrong order, just go in the stairs and come back out and they'll all respawn. Alright, so I want my feather. Just gotta kill all of these things. Uh-oh, that's not good. I can't kill him, dude, he's evading me. Alright. So believe it or not, we're actually almost at the end of the dungeon already. It's quite a short one if you know what you're doing. I guess a lot of them kinda are, but they do get a bit longer as you go on. I think Link looks really cool in this kind of sideways view with this tunic on. Oh, another thing, I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but like when you're climbing up a ladder, if you mash the button that the feather's on, he'll go up a lot faster like this. Oops. Yeah, you can like just jump across this and skip a lot of that. It's not really that hard to do. Oops, I missed the tech skip, no big deal. Just pulled the sword out, so I'm going to need the bracer and the sword. So this boss is pretty cool. Normally it'd be quite a long fight, but there's a way you can do this to really speed it up. You can break his bottle in one cycle instead of the usual 3. And I'm going to show that off hopefully in a second. Okay, so you just want to spin at him and pick it up. And if you merge yourself with wall clipping up here and then throw it, yeah, it just breaks right away. For some reason, instead of having to take 3 hits like it usually does, and if I place a bomb there, then it'll damage him right away as it comes to get me. Then I can just hit him with 1 bomb arrow, and he's dead. I'll just get these out actually. Okay, so that's the second dungeon completely finished. Let's get the conch horn. And I can show off the wall clipping thing that I mentioned earlier. There's a pretty useful application of it right outside of this place, so I can show that off in a second as well. I think that's probably going to mostly be it for this video. I'm not going to return Bow Wow until the next one, I think, because you need to go all the way back to the village, and I just can't be bothered right now. Another weird side effect, actually, of the tunic glitch is that you can see Link standing there still in this cutscene. Normally, in a cutscene like this, he would have vanished by now. He only stands there when he's holding the instrument above his head, and when the text appears, the screen is usually just white, but because I've got this weird tunic, he stays like that. So I can just wall clip here and walk straight through the flower. Pretty useful. So I'm going to head over here. There's not really much for me to do at this part of the game, but there's something that I need to activate, which is just over here, which is going to save me a lot of travel later on. And like I said, I could keep Bow out for a while. I'm not going to though, because there's a... I think there's like a photo that you need to get rid of him for. Oh, well, I know there is, but I think there's like another one that you can't like sort of progress in the game unless you're them. Anyway, this screen here activates this warp. You know, I just have to be on the screen and that's it. And it means that if I find another warp that looks like this, I can easily just kind of come back to this area. So that's going to be it. I'm just going to bring up the menu. I'm just going to save and quit. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.